Hello everyone, welcome to our iSignal channel. So in today's discussion we are going to talk about UV configuration. If you try to see here, in the previous discussion we have discussed about all the eNodeB aspects related to eNodeB configurations and other different logs. So let's try to understand with respect to UV what all the different configurations and logging settings and also different layer specific logs also that we can able to see. So in today's discussion we are not going to run anything related to UV. So that will be taken care as a part of virtual lab series. So in this, so let's try to see related to the UV configurations. So as you can see in this directory, here UV configuration is there, uv.conf. Let's try to understand what all the different things are there. So as you can see, this is there is a RF configuration here, which means related to antennas and what kind of devices that we can connect, and what is the TX gain, RX gain, what is the ARFCN, right? So all these things that will be taken care in this. As you can see, frequency offset is there and TX gain is also there. So and the devices basically, this is based on the current code base is actually based on USRP B210 and USRP B205 as well. I mean, these are all like the devices from the national instruments, but this is a little costly device, so that's why I'm not giving much more details about these things. It means like people who wanted to try without hardware also they can try. It is not necessary to buy this one. uh, okay, so that means the facility without this particular thing, whatever that we can try is actually mentioned here. This is ZMQ based. So we have like T export and R export that we have to give it properly so that we can get the output as well without the hardware. So now the next thing is, as you can see, downlink ARFCN, right? If it is a 4G device, the bands I already mentioned. So this is a 4G and this is for 5G. So this configuration file contains both 4G and 5G. Now coming to the logging collecting. So we have different ways of logging collecting. One is with respect to the PCAP file, which means with Wireshark that we can able to interpret and see how the packets are captured, and other different layer specific information also we can see in the Wireshark. And coming to the logging, this is like a normal text file. So depending on the layers what we wanted to check, those things we can check it specifically. So please be aware of the fact that if you are increasing, if you are adding all the logs, then the size of the log file will be increased. It will become a very huge file. Maybe sometimes that we might expect some program also might get crash. So we should be very careful in selecting what layers that we are actually trying to get the info. And there are multiple levels of logging. Let's say here debug, info, warning, and these are all the different levels. Whatever the logging levels that we want, we can check it. Okay, so another one here for Mac and Mac NR and UV NAS. So here we can able to capture because UV supports NAS protocol, unlike eNodeB, because UV is going to communicate with the MME. So that's the reason you can see the PCAP NAS here. Another one, soft configuration, which means the SIM card configuration. So whatever we are trying to keep in the SIM card, right? So those things we are actually taking within the file, which means the code base will fetch these files, and it can go ahead for the L3 call procedure. Okay, so the information whatever is needed is actually present here. And coming to RRC configurations, NAS configurations, as you can see, right, different things have been actually mentioned here. RRC protocol and NAS protocol specific. If it is NAS protocol, we have APN and right, false, slice configuration, if you are going for the 5G configuration, then these things that we need to enable: service slice type and service description, right? And this is gateway, this is GUI. GUI is for the IQ experimentation that we can see actually. These are all more advanced settings. I am not going to discuss about these things. Okay, so in the next video we'll try to jump into the logging aspects. We'll try to understand what is the NAS protocol related aspects, and also how it is actually communicating to EPC. Um, it's already initiated actually. I mean, the logs collection already taken from the running of the file. So in the upcoming videos, I'll try to show you how to execute the enode B, and also the EPC, and also UV, and then collecting the logs. So then so that we can have a clarity about the what all the different interactions are actually happening between the layers. So that's all for today, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.